Hi. Hi.
There will just like never be yeah, there will just like never be a way for me to fix this issue I'm having. So we're gonna volleyball it, and I guess we'll start with the dude again today because while I failed at romancing Polly, I still did it, and I want to hit on Scott now. So, you know, I could pretend I'm two people. I think that would actually help my run. But I'm just gonna keep pretending I'd be one person. Ah, Spooky High, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Still my middle name, still not doing my first name. And obviously because it never comes up.
Let's start a fire!
It comes up in every other game, but it doesn't come up in this one. So. Oh no, I have voices on. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly, 6 weeks were like, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates.
Huzzah!
What? Huzzah! Okay, that's weird. I can do that for your voice. I don't care about you. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. What in the anime? Damien LeVay, 21, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam de Lioncourt, a hipster vampire whose standish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable boy.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all around.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, a mean self-made gorgon with a merciless impotence. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Shit. Okay, I guess we're romancing in, but it doesn't matter if I can't get to settings. I love that. That's for what's his face, the guy I romanced last time. This is. Yeah, I knew that was you. Now I have to try and get to settings so that I can turn off voices because I do voices.
Let's do this!
No. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it called? Yes. Where are you? Why? It says
Yay.
voice- It should not be on, is the thing. Oh, Spooky Eye, the sweetest you. I already did this, it doesn't matter. I had voices off. I just want that to be clear. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I already did this. It's just the game decided voices were on, and that's what upset me. Okay. Which inanimate object do you think would make the best girlfriend or boyfriend, provided you went criminally in spades? Okay, that's Polly. I don't know who that is. I don't know who this is, but I know this is for anybody. I know this is for like half the girls, because if you could put a curse on your worst enemy. I don't know how that was meant to be like Gorgon Lady, the Medusa, because she doesn't. That's not her entire personality. Her entire personality is like, I like money. Her and Miranda's differences are that one of them is annoying and one of them's bored. Okay. That day you spent some time on your library PC mining some Bitcoin. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency, but you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain plus 2 Bitcoins, which is equal to 12,000. Wow, that's not 12,000. That's $12 million, which unfortunately is equal to 2 months ago. So plus 2 money. Later, you're minding your own business when you see Polly floating down the hallway, texting just so you're about to pressure. There you are, Polly. I've been following a scent. The scent of betrayal. What are you talking about, buddy? I haven't been pulling any pranks at all lately. Some very unfunny person messed with my sports gear. They put my left sock in my right shoe and my right sock in my left shoe. Polly, I know we're best bros and you would never do a prank to me, but I think you did this prank to me. I smelled you. No you didn't, because ghosts don't have a scent. Maybe not to a normal person, but a werewolf can smell anything. Ghosts smell like algebra and global warming. Right! Well, if ghosts don't smell, then what am I smelling? I could romance either of you. And you're both fun. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. What my stats are not good for this. I'm about to fail an interaction. It sure seems. Okay. Oh, thank God. Ooh, right in there. Can I stick my head out in the? Right in a vein. Can I stick my head out of the window? Of course, anything to distract and cheer you up, my best buddy. You hop in the van to get on the case of the ghost smell. Scott opens the bag of raw bones and begins swallowing them whole. Don't mind me. I just brought some Scott snacks. Some Scots? Those look delicious. If I could digest uncooked marrow, I totally would. But as it is, Polly settles for lighting up a Polly snack and getting the whole van baked. You round out the day by tearing a human's face off to reveal that he was actually a spooky skeleton all along, just as you suspected. Oh boy, that was fun. It starts to let my tongue wag on the so we're going to another car wreck soon. Oh, huh, Kelly? Sure, bud. Anytime I think a prank goes, anytime you want. The distraction looks like a charm, and you even got a little bit thanks to a lack of meddling kids. You gain +2 fun and +1 boldness. My stats are terrible. You guys would be fun to sit with. Okay, I can't access names for voices, which is what I'm looking for. You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If these two are together, it can only mean one thing. Are you meeting of the Prankmasters to order. Prankmasters Howl, present and accounted for. Chairman and Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. Hey, how come you get to be chairman? Oh, which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you! I get it, Chair! Man, but... No time to argue, Scott. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh, yeah, but... Okay, what if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? Oh, Scott, for the last time, that's not a prank, and I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else? You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. You propose the ultimate food prank. Okay, thank God. I can debate and not talk for a bit. Okay. What is my... I'm not fun enough for that, so I'm gonna romance Scott. Eat other people's food? You can do that? Well, I can't. But I can, even if it's on somebody else's plate, even if it's in someone else's tummy? Exactly half of that was right. Which half? Oh no, it's time to figure it out. We gotta prank now while the pranking is good. Wait, what about me? Food bubbles right through me. But you and Scott are already blazing a trail through the cafeteria, gobbling everything in sight. Scott accidentally eats a few people along with their food, but he politely works them out when they complain. By the time the school security kicks you two out, you're both totally stuffed with food and affection for each other. Oh, I have to be fun, don't I? Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna balance out my stats. That day during recess, you start a half-hour raid that goes crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Some let someone's demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might destroy the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain +2 fun. Out of the corner of the eye, you spot Scott and Miranda staring intently at a picture of a seahorse. This looks like a killer of a seahorse, Miri. What are you so worried about? Oh, you had like some anime girly voice that showed up that I was like, I can do that. Well, you see, one of my daddy's subjects gave me this horse as a gift, and well, you know what they say, haven't you? Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. What? Who are they? Why do they say that? What's in there? I don't know. That's why I'm so distraught. I'm terrified of that I could actually look into this gift horse mouth and see. See what? A gross butt, another tiny horse, a world without sports? I don't know. I don't want to find out. Oh, come on, Miri. You gotta find out. You gotta find out for, what's that thing Mr. Ferratu is always talking about? Science? Yeah, for science. You got her, right? You realize Scott's looking to you for your opinion. If they both are, what do you think Miranda should do? Oh no. Oh my stats. I'm having a crisis. I bet this one's for Miranda. Actually, this one has to be for Miranda. Okay, and this would be Scott, but I don't know stats. One of these is money, and money I definitely have. But I don't know what Scott's is gonna be. I don't. I'm scared. I knew it. Scott claps his hands with glee and drags Miranda off so they can look into the horror. And actually you run into both of them. They seem different. It was horrible! Teeth with teeth within teeth both. Like, the mouth had mouths, and those mouths had teeth with their mouths. And in the center, a window into this hellscape ruled by a nameless hungry god. A world without any sports at all. They were right. Don't ever look a good gift horse now. You watch a tentacle crawl out of Scott's ear and flop onto the ground. He doesn't seem to notice. Time to pretend like none of this was your fault. You lose -2 charm and -1 smarts. And somehow I still gained a relationship with Scott, so nice. Since I just bombed something with Bold, let's go. Bold! That day, you skip class and just hang out in bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms, you give in +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. There you are, swiping through the potential monster match dates when you spot Scott pacing and muttering to himself in the distance. You can't bear to see someone so adorable in so much pain, so you might as well try to ease it however you can. Oh, hi there, Blair. Do you think I'm adorable? Yes. In fact, you were literally just thinking that. Anyway, the other day I was looking out. Oh, I remember the storyline. This is the yeah. Anyway, the other day I was out in the forest trying to find a quiet place and a large branch to do some pull-ups before the big sports game. When suddenly I was approached by all these talking forest animals. They were pretty big for forest animals. I'd never seen animals that can talk like that. I mean, other than us werewolves, of course, if you're counting us as animals. And they were just so fuzzy and adorable. But they said they were impressed by my pull-ups and my muscles and that I was even more adorable. So the nice little forest animals with giant's head made me their king, which was really, really flattering. I just don't know anything about ruling. I'm not sure if I'm good enough to be king. I forgot to drop my voice. That's annoying. Oh, poor Scott. It's up to you to really help him rally. Oh no. I don't know what these are, and my stats are bad. Okay. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. My eyes are royal blue. Liam said they were cerulean, but I always knew that wasn't a real word. Clever, Liam. He was just clearly testing me. So if my eyes are royal blue because I grilled him, does that mean I have, that's horrible. I have a person inside of me. I need to go get some. I think I saw a really legit operating in the alley next to so a very legit surgeon will help me for sure. Oh no, you just saw that surgeon first. The surgeon's clearly an illegal hack looking for some bucks. Second, that surgeon was actually a doctor, Dr. Scott. No time to lose. And you, Blair, think you always knew about the little. Oh, no! I don't. My stats are so bad. Eating lunch, minding your own business. When someone under your table pokes you in the face. Hey! How would you like to turn it? How would you like to turn against your friends in exchange for forbidden knowledge? Betraying your friends sounds bad, but forbidden knowledge sounds dope. You listen to her pitch. Basically, I just need you to tell me Sammy and Liam's hidden weakness for totally innocent reasons. And in exchange, I'll teach you one of my most secret Slayer techniques. Plus that you say you'll totally do it, and I can trust you what you say 100%. Which technique do you want to learn? How do people target? Did you tell Slayer that Liam's weakness is being ignored and that Damien's weakness is ice cream cake? Really? But that's so simple. I'll bury them in different frozen trees respectively. Oh, you want to know my secret technique? It's simple. Just act like you're entitled to everyone's love and affection and constantly make decisions that endanger you and your friends. Whoa, that's it? But you already do those things all the time. Is it possible that you've been the protagonist all along? This discovery gives you a newfound confidence, which you use to punch Slayer in the neck and steal her shoes. As the protagonist of your own life, you gain +4 charm. Thank you, Slayer. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural-born leader. You gain +2 charm. Nearby, you can see Scott and the Wolfpack talking. Scott! We have the greatest power drink to date. Check this out, bro. Oh, I love power drinks. But wait, this new cutting-edge sports supplement is like no other before. There's no need to mix it with a beverage. You can consume it using only your nose. It's called cocaine. Whoa, that totally doesn't sound like your regular power drink. Which definitely means it's cutting edge, just like you said. Yeah, it's like 50% energy, 50% protein power, and 100% raw power. gotta snorted all the coke. Whoa! And he's gone full hold mode. And now he's basically unleashing, he's destroying everything he sees. You need to do something to calm him down, but what? Fuck! Why is my staff? Tries to spin it, but he's so high on coke that he's so tired of spinning it and said wants to write a crime novel for 15 minutes, and by January he realized he could learn Brazil and cuisine, and then he forgets the power of the food, and he was preparing an first the line because now he's in pottery, and now he's doing all his taxes and your taxes, and now he's starting a lot of fun, and now he's taking -2 charm and negative finding on an accident. No, I just got those 2 charms. Why? Oh, and I can't get fun because you're outdoors. Okay. Boldness. That day you skip class and you just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. But you don't stop there. You want the world to know how reckless you are for that. So you do some graffiti on the wall. No way. The graffiti says, I'm bold as fuck. And you know what? It turns out that wall is magical wall that grants wishes. What wall? A deep voice from within the wall says, well, not bold as fuck, but maybe a bit bold. And then you gain +2 boldness. Oh boy, that's an opinion way wall. Anyway, lucky you! After you're considering for its intended purpose, only to find all these souls occupied by the fact. Now, I want a good, clean competition, and you're all winners just for trying. Bros, the way to be a winner is a pissing contest, is to be the winner of the pissing contest. Yeah, B-I-S-S-I-I-ing. Nah, that's not quite how it's spelled, but close enough. Oh, hey Blair, are you here to watch the competition? I love when 14 get to try different sports. It is a feel on everyone. Color, strength, smell, and all the important things about werewolf feet. I really hope I win. I hate to be loose in front of my followers. How can I make sure my feet is winning? Yeah. Okay. Oh no. This is... I'm closing my eyes and just clicking one. I'm so... Okay. How? No, why are you so ignorant about peeing words? Now you're just too smart to have them in boldness. I gotta... my fun is ruining my entire thing. You probably sure everything is I'm already must have taken it by the time they're huddled around to still going on. But we only get 1 wish, not 3. So it's important for all of us to agree before we release the genie. Hope, you've already expressed for your wish for a secret hideout with a mini fridge and a football table. Faith is argued just as prevalent for world peace. But as leader, I think the most sensible object is the mystic sword that will instantly slay this season's big bad. And Hope and Faith maybe object to Joy calling herself the leader, and the 3 soon evolve into a shadow. Amidst the commotion, we can't help but notice the position life is totally unguarded. Without really thinking about it, as if you ever do rub the link to release the genie and wish for. Wish granted, but you find yourself found on a Garnier Fry, Lord, French fire, for your hated solution. Are you kidding me? We didn't brave links of the fire like to show the 2-headed snake of the serpentine and the count of Babylon just used to get hot fries. But the couple quickly changed tune when they realized that hot fries fresh out of your fry loaf. They're so crisp. Neither word we know sorry. This is powerful social union. We're so focused on defeating the big rack that we forgot about an even greater evil. Suboptimal fry consistent. Thank you for teaching us the error of our ways. Okay, thank God. I needed that. You reheat everybody's cafeteria fries for them, and you all have a fry party for your fry competition, medium plus 4 fun. That's why you sit with the NPCs. Okay, I should have done that this entire run, and I would have gotten an achievement in Steam. Okay. I don't need to be smart. I need charm. And I definitely need creativity. That's my lowest. say while rehearsing for the class plays, also through the musicians themselves deciding to be figurative for ourselves. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play set. You're getting +2 creativity. It looks like 2 farmers handling a bunch of apples back and forth. Oh, hello, you're just in time for our study session. To aid our comprehension of a written, I have hired these actors to reenact the fiendishly difficult word problems in our textbook. You see, Farmer Jim has 9 apples and he gives 6 out apples to Farmer Greg. How many apples does Farmer Jim have left? They're like riddles. I don't know how we'd ever understand them without these actors. Usually works on the first try. Oh no. I'm gonna do the smart side, alright. Usually it works on the first try, but we've been doing this for over an hour and we still do not understand. Is there something wrong with our study method? No, of course not. For Dr. has assured me that I am never wrong. We only need to change some small detail. What if instead of apples they were orange? Fuck! Got new oranges? Oranges? Professors, oranges are nothing like apples. I don't even know the conversion rate between apples and oranges. How are we supposed to figure that out? I don't even know the conversion rate. And I'm so confused. Now see what you've done? Not making math at this at all. You're about to now you're just trying now you're creative. Why would Scott ever eat smarts? Fine, I'll go to the library. You'd rather the class is supposed to be the primary activity in high school. Getting close to smarts. There you see Scott all but skipping down the corridor. I thought, oh man, today is the best day. I was walking out of class and my tail just started wagging all of a sudden. You know how sometimes your tail just starts wagging and you're not even sure why. I started wondering what my tail might be so happy about, and I realized it's probably just because I'm a werewolf. Because being a werewolf is just the best thing, right? I mean, if I wasn't a werewolf, I wouldn't even have a tail to wag. But then I started thinking even more, and I realized that I wish where everything would be pretty good. We're dolphins, we're pigs, we're weasels, we're tanks. I wonder what the absolute best were creature would be. We're vending machines, we're water fountains, we're door, we're window, we're knob, we're floor. Okay, now we just need anything sequencing. You better jump in. You just ruined my creativity. Ooh, I'll wear a moon, but with the moon, wear something becomes a wear something. So if you were the moon, then you couldn't really be a werewolf, could you? How would that even work? The moon could never change you into a werewolf if you were a moon. How would you change back? How would you turn yourself into a moon once a month? With the moon say, and then it become a moon? Shit, looks like you broke that. You lose -2 charm. What you drinking? What? Milk? That's it? That's hardly a drink at all. Everybody knows the drink is the backbone of a balanced lunch. And what would we be without backbone? I don't know. My doctor yells at me whenever I try and find out. No, don't eat any. But enough about that. Let's get you juice. You can have sports off. Or not juice. Which will it be? Both. What a bold choice. Especially considering that these two are Korean and not Irish. But you know what they say? You can't make an omelet without drinking. Look, you close the pot up. Library, so I can't get smarts, but I should improve my charm. That is important. Okay. The answer, Scott, who's cross-legged with confidence. He helped me with that. Oh, bro, thank goodness you were. I was trying to think. Oh, it's really hard, you know. See, I'm the exorcist. But I've never really tried exercise on my brain. In a way, the brain is almost part of the body too. Sort of 3 in 1 because it makes me better at exercise and being part of looking news or any guiding kicked off the sport. I wasn't 3 things or 1 thing, but you still have some ideas. I can't. No, I guess I'll stay. I just bombed with Scott so badly. No. need to win it to figure out what my ending's like. You take your break to social and eat your lunch when somebody punches you in the knee. It's the Slayer, and she's hiding under the table. Eat me, Pain Frank. Now I'm gonna punch your other. Ow! You just threw your apple at her. Finally, and used for the resolution. You defeated the Slayer. She flees, leaving 2 choices of food behind. The loot flashes rapidly, getting ready to. It's almost as if you're in some kind of it. No time to contemplate the nature of existence. Fix some loot before it's all done. But you can convince her to try some miracle. The holy water covered in spring. Till the school can follow her from which gets shut you. But you're never ready to spawn it room and I see other good to learn and see. And you're the game plus for fun. I'm ruined in this run. I can't romance Scott. Yet so everybody's chatting amongst themselves. Polly and Scott are sitting here and you can't help it. Alright, I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order. Prankmaster DOGG here. Prankmaster Geist present. Great. Okay, our first order of it's Operation Prank the Teacher. Should we come up with a different name for the operation? Something more secret? No, Scott, that's what they're expecting. Oh, okay. Well, I think we should put word in the desk. That's pretty good, but ghosts can't poop and I want to participate. Good point. What else can we do? Ooh, Miss Estrade, why don't we open blinds so she comes in and she burns it? Oh boy, that would be such a good prank. That's why we're the Prank Masters with a Z. Scott and Polly excitedly try to open the blinds, but they won't budge. Seems like Miss Estrade anticipates complain while I'm talking about your not invited. Scott, nothing. Anybody? Anybody? Prank Masters are currently accepting applications. You fancy yourself a bit of Prank Master, don't you? Why not treat them to one of your amazing prank ideas? Oh man, are you trying to find some Prank Masters? Oh hell no. Are you thinking what I'm thinking about? Counter break? Counter break. It's not much of my fault, but you're not exactly. This was the worst prank. This game so wants me to romance Scott, but it's not giving me any interaction that I have stats for, because apparently Scott is entirely creativity and smarts, which I wouldn't have realized. What on earth are you eating, Scott? This delicious new flavor. Because like usually whatever a person's personality with is what they're going on. So which is why I spent so much time on charm and was spending time with fun, because that's Scott. But no, he's like smarts and creativity because that's all he wants to ask you for. This delicious new flavor of plain Dangles potatoes, maximal lemon soap. Really, because it looks like a raw severed goat head inside of something too. Oh yeah, I guess it does. Could have sworn it was potato chip. Still tasty though. Tasty, tasty. Does wants an environmental distraction zone take to you? I don't know. Is that some kind of jerky? No, Scott, don't you really snort a hard food? Say no food. Decapitate millions of innocent goats every year. But what do they do with the bodies of the goats? Nothing. It's a random swing for practice. Oh no, all these poor headless goats running around with nothing in the things we have to stop. Wait, really? I was just trying to make you feel guilty. I didn't actually have a plan of action, but someone was just suggestion. Choosing to sit with me for reasons no one has ever intentionally sits next to me. I usually have to ambush them and threaten to kill them. I wonder why it's a mystery. Anyway, I'm happy to see you. I mean, I'm really flattered that. I mean, actually, wouldn't give a shit about you on a normal basis, but today I'm on a quest. Yeah, that's right. I'm not emotionally vulnerable. I'm just on a quest to save the werewolf of monster, and I need a monster sidekick. You're gonna help me, obviously. I just need to know what your classes are. You a fighter, a mage, a cleric? Out with it. Oh, you're something much better. You're a well, I already committed to bring you along. I suppose you can scrap the comment for the Slayer's uninitiated the mysteries of Parchment. You set out to prove by art and compelling so bold that only full of mystery. You managed to lure the werewolf of Wall Street out in the open, but what he doesn't know is that this list for your party included basically a fucking nice and the wolf dies how he lived high as well. Alright, well that was probably a fluke, but I'll hit you up if realistic forwards, you know? And let me know if you can sit with me at lunch again. You probably won't, but who knows? The world is crazy place for your talking. You gain plus for fun. I'm ruined. I have stats in like fun and boldness, which apparently isn't Scott's thing. I'm not going to dance with anyone. I love creativity. Okay. I'm ruined. See, even Blair, a sensible monster with good head on her shoulders, at least some smarts, is reading Monster Magazine. Yeah, and that's bad because we're warriors, so we need to fight. Scott takes the magazine from you and punches it. Hooray, let's solve another world maybe problem. No, Scott, we're so suggestible. You see, Blair, ever since her major success in the family Scott, go ahead, the bucket we've taken upon ourselves to stand up for innocence by punching magazine. No, Scott, as you no doubt noticed, Monster Magazine's sexiest monster alive this year is Count Victor Von Huntsman, the werewolf prince by Blade. That makes him the 5th royal werewolf bodybuilder. What about good? Here's the thing, I've not succeeded on a single interaction, so every time they show up, it's a different story thing. So this doesn't even count as a run. I just spent an hour on nothing. Okay, 30 minutes. We just need to figure out a way to convince them since I was with. That's easy. All you need to do is solve everyone's body images just wherever it is. I'm ruined. I'm not creative enough for one of these. Okay, there we go. Boldness is something I got. Oh yes, good plan. I love being a warrior. I'll admit it does sound like an attention-grabbing demonstration of nothing else. Hot diggity dog, without your office from the Monster Magazine headquarters, using the elements of surprise. Your second favorite element right after night period. You're able to overpower Monster Magazine security much straight into the editor-in-chief's office. We demand better representation. We demand to be warriors. It's time we use our weapons. And our fists and our fighting to sit down and have a heartfelt conversation about the damage lack of representation can do to society. That heartfelt conversation is very felt by the heart and quite conversationally. It delves deep into the editor-in-chief's own deeply rooted body and how idealizing werewolf makes him feel more comfortable. You all agree that he should be in therapy, and he agrees that he should be especially a monster devoted to all kinds of people. Hooray! You gain +2 fun and +1 charm. And I know I'm asking Scott, but I want us all to acknowledge that I failed. I know I failed. Final play was actually about the monster prom. Huh? Prom? I don't know. You're nice and all, but I have a great sense of smell, and somehow this smells like a bad idea. So I should pass, bro. Sorry. You knew you should take your shower before asking God. It all seemed pretty bleak, but you're a natural fighter, so you fought for the right to marry your own hands. Since that seemed like your last chance to find one. Yay! Okay. Apparently there's, and here's the thing I've noticed is that it's not counting my first run where I actually succeeded at like romancing. Where is he? He's not on here. Oh, there he is. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and sort of thing. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who you are. And you know what? Like it always does, life happens. The Slayer kept on harassing Liam and Dante. One hot summer, they ended up having the weirdest threesome ever. Oh, Milo. Sorry, not Milo. Milo's summer camp. Liam and Damien. It was a life-changing experience for all of them, but they don't talk about much. Scott became an athlete not so long ago. He won a distinguished national award for being the fastest in the sport. Polly took a summer job as the ghostess of Christmas president. She spent most of her time partying. There was almost no work because, you know, it was summer. For those 6 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone just like that. I guess we're the Lord of Hemisphere. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war for these. But once again, we were young and we were ready to start. I just skip that like immediately, otherwise I get copyrighted. Okay, let's do 2 players, just so that I can romance 2 different people and like set myself up to have multiple awards. Because I need one of these guys just to commit to sitting with the NPCs for like a Steam award, and then I need to stats. Back then we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on the wildest journey to discover who we really were. Okay, player 1's still gonna be Blair. And okay. And then not you. Not you. You're a zombie, though. Other one. You can be Frankie. I guess that is rude. Okay, you can be Vicky. And you can be a they. And we had yet to experience this ultimate challenge, the monster prom. I remember clearly. 3 weeks were left, and as we finished out. I know you all. Okay. I'm gonna have one of you focus on romancing Damien? Not Damien. It's Damien, like my someone who used to be related to me, and then my aunt got divorced. All mines are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. We're in a war, we're now using it. Okay. You build a 100-foot statue commemorating events that in 1,000 years archaeologists can learn something about the people over time. What does the statue represent? I love that one of these is my real answer and the other one is the fun answer. I'm sorry, what about Miranda says her turn off is people lacking manners? She's not a consistent character at all. I just want to say. Okay, one of you is probably going to try and romance Scott again. Okay. Okay. This not great for me. So we discovered that Scott is smartness and creativity, I think was the other one. So go play. That's a word to the cosplay. It's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you gingerbread oral sex. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You notice Miranda trying to put a smile on me. This should be. I simply do not understand how you can be so gloomy all the time when the world is so full of wonder and magic. Ha, I guess I'm not part of the Everything is Beautiful club. Everything is Beautiful? Is that a secret club? What? Oh, yeah, totally. I want to join. Hello, how can I join? Nancy's totally sexually disinterested in continuing this gag, but you have no sense of reservations. You tell her. Those aren't my stats. But she's up there. Miranda fills out all the funds and gets off the mail line before this. Aren't you worried about what will happen when she finds that you made up this whole thing? You are kind of when you manage her later. That week she does something wrong. They rejected me. Every club rejected me. I got a letter hand delivered by a glittering fourth fairy saying I was too dumb and ugly to join their secret club. Oh, that's perhaps everything is not beautiful after all. Miranda flees into fairy. You quarters of the Jig Brigade. Maybe you should join the club, Shure. You will negative teacher and negative inquiries. That's not grammatically correct. I just want to say. Okay. Uni term. Acting as a dodgeball match. Everything seems off. You love an inspirational speech that builds your team's spirit is leading to a spectacular combat with clearly a natural born leader. You gain plus 2 charm. Despite barely engaged in their favorite pastime, variation of people watching club matches. Do you see what she's wearing? New slash line research. Do not go with what you. I know this one, and I don't have stats for it. Do not go what you have for it. I wish she had a choice. I've already seen 6 people in the same air organization. You really are left with one thing. Most people are just absolutely hideous. But even their hideousness people is mediocre. Most people are hideous, but I've yet to see one who is the most hideous. I wonder what such abomination would even look like. Okay. Creativity and smarts are the same, so it doesn't matter. Finally, someone understands what I've been saying all along. It's not people who are ugly, it's society. It means that conceptually people in general are still kind of ugly. If everyone stopped focusing so much on society's beauty standards, long fangs, tight wings, thick horns, and started focus on personal things like artisanal thread and the correct hands, think how much better we would be. Maybe then society would be as beautiful as me. Although probably not. I'm stunned. Never forget that Vera Oberlin is #1 on the Perseus Pamphlet's list of most gorgeous organs. You would never forget most because you didn't know in the first place. But hey, either way, you can plus 2 smarts and plus 1 charm. Oh, no. For me, I'm gonna say Fender, and for Vicky, I will say Apple. Random. I don't know if they have. Okay. Vicky. You can hang out with them. You reach Liam and Daniel from Daniel and Sam and find it absent of food but covered in paper. And we really need all these special forms. Can't we just write threats on regular people? For the last time, Damien, substantial change within an administration system requires the mastery of the mechanisms of bureaucracy. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper? Leon turns to address you. As you can see, my master of real politics has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want to capture food to stop being so boring. You see, our initial start line, I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure, either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know. I remember you had an anime voice, but I can't find it. What? Sure, either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have indeed encountered a calamity block. Perhaps you can suggest something appropriately artistic. This one seems better. This one seems like boldness. I'm sorry, I'm romancing Liam again. That's it. That's it. Don't you see, Damien? It's a bold commentary on the emptiness of consumption. Really, it sounds like a plate with a leaf on it. Oh, you'll never understand. But like, why even have a leaf on the plate if you're trying to be so minimalistic? My God, you're right. Why even have a plate? Why have anything at all? That's it. Our new menu item. Nothing. The door seems leading to the now on the lunch line will include 1 egg per train. A great victory for artistic expression. Oh yeah. Okay. What are my? I don't. Okay. I forgot that I'm doing NPC run. It's kind of to sit by yourself today, but you don't have to do it. It's partially taken by the company. You do feel kind of sorry for them. After all, no one seems to want to sit with them. Oh God, it's you. We could practice one of our spells on you. And this is probably why. Oh, don't look so worried. We're preparing for an upcoming battle with the disgruntled Lord of the Seventh Circle. And if we don't do our homework, we'll have a hell of a time beating him. The audience asks, wait, audience? Anyway, we've got 2 spells from Midi to try out. Magical enhancements to help us beat this big bad. Do you think we could try one on you, pretty please? Aww, since the audience, you know, a magical enhancement doesn't come half bad. You can choose either of the 2 options. Choice made. Broadbandium maximum. So now you can see everything. You can see how the world will end. You can see how the world began. You can see even though you totally don't want to. What's more, you can watch every single episode of where we will be detected at once. Hello? Are you still alive? Lunch is ending. We're going to study for the text center. You probably should say, we need to study. You literally know everything already. You guys were watching an entirely different perspective on your parents. Okay. Are you ready to choose an object? Say your short set life the rest of the players before clicking. Blair chooses the guitar and Vicky chooses the iPhone. Okay, Vicky wins. Okay, so we can't do the auditorium. Where's the auditorium? The auditorium is the creativity one, so that's a mess. Okay, so Vicky. Who's Vicky romancing again? I know that Blair is trying to romance Scott. Oh, Vicky's Milo. Yeah. So can't do creativity, so we'll do smarts. Actually, let's do charm. No, smarts. I bet you listen to your elders and learn about it. Sometimes after all the monster noises and the getting dating, you forget attending class is supposed to be primary activity at the session. You gain plus 2 smarts. You're packing your stuff after class when you suddenly Coach Brooklyn with Vera named Emergency, YouTube. Emergency. The student is failing with killing Seraph. Vera, Liam, you're the best in that class. You've got to help them pass. Excuse me, I can't possibly waste my time on this. My time is valuable. You're saving an invoice. See? You two already agree on something. I can feel the team make melted butter over the lobster of success. And because motivation is the carrot on the stick of victory, I'm gonna love all 4 of us in this classroom until the student gets us the best killing Sarah in the whole school. Okay, show us what you got and do it quickly, alright? Ready to give your best, continue. Focus as hard as you can. It looks as if you're trying to poop with all your heart, not exactly that kind of thing. Okay, let's start your training. The 3 of them do a lot of crazy training with an aspirational song plays out of nowhere. It's all very motivation after. 30-second sequence night has already come, and all of you are properly trained. Damn, so intense. Fucking training sequence. To escape this comment, give us a true killing Sarah, unless you want to spend the rest of your days in the full command. That's right, I'll sell the cocaine and then make you dig it out just in front of you. You dig down to the bottom of the soul and bust out. I don't have charmness or boldness, so you look hard to fans, so you mind intense as you must. Nickelback is red. Nickelback is red. Liam fades. This was amazing. You hypnotized him. Come with me. I have certain associates that need your hypnotism. What happened? I had a weird dream that I was being there somewhere. Why are you happy? Is it over? Did they do it? Yes, we're free. This one is a prodigy of hypnosis. We're going to do great things with it. Finally, this ordeal is over. Not sure what happened, but it felt nice. Maybe you can hypnotize me again later. Now let's focus on the important things. Repeat after me. Child labor is legal. Somehow, you're in the Philippines, facing the president. You get plus 2 money from various profits and plus 1 charm. Okay. Boldness. It's actually, I'm probably, Blair's gonna end up romancing whoever shows up because I have an NPC run happening. That's a use of the class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by sleeping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You get plus 2 shifts, but you gain plus 2 boldness. Later, you hear some kind of muffled squawking, and you see that Damien's backpack seems to be thrashing violently. Oh, then. Yay, Blair's here! I've been waiting all day to show. Why? Miranda, do you ever listen to yourself? Miranda, do you ever listen to yourself? And that is just some random wacky voice that does not fit this character at all. Miranda. Oh. Okay. Isn't he the sweetest little thing? Yeah, we're gonna use him for cockfighting. Specifically, we're gonna have him cockfight the cockfighters to teach them a lesson about why you shouldn't make cocks fighting. Cocks, whatever. Now we've gotta find out. No! Darling. Now we just gotta find the way to make sure that cock wins the anti-cockfighting cockfight. One of these is gonna be charm. Now I don't know which one. The squawk is an expert in violence. You are. Thank you. Oh man, how did I not think of that? I love finding opportunities for violence. With that, you, Damon, and Ryder get to work on Damien's irresistible chicken outfit. It's sort of just your jumpsuit with kind of a half-hearted review, but people are dumb, so it might work. You follow them to the cockfight where Damien immediately begins to fight the cockfighters with all his skills and violence. And in very convincing words, oh God, motherfuckers, Damien, you punch someone in the face. Cock-a-doodle fucking do! Squawk, I can fly 200 feet, he says. He delivers a flying kick to Damien. Cheep, squawk, I live on every caution of fire accident and it's been for 15 years! He shouts some karate chop, shouts someone's clavicle. You're not sure what the actual rooster just screamed. You're not sure the actual rooster just screamed facts about themselves through their identities, but Damien is won the fight by letting him and the Kelly's grilled with his violence and review. You gain plus 2 bonus and plus 1 fun. Oh no. Vicky. You practicing moving invisible and you swore to over like after we when you spy a much more visible threat. Yo, fucker hammer. I need your advice about something. Is it me? Do you know what's the most powerful force on earth is? Stronger than anvils or swords or my 9-pack ab. Oh, I forgot that that I had you at like some fake British thing. Darling, do you know what the most powerful force on earth is? Stronger than anvils or swords or my 9-pack abs? That is not British. That did it way quickly. Then my voice is doing circles on something behind the fake British. It's love, and I think I might just feel it. It's darling, keep off. I need to hear myself. It's love, and I think I might just be in it with your buddy Brad. And sure, love is already hardcore just because feelings are so strong and that's badass, but the love will be doubly as strong about us if it turns out the player is as hardcore as I think she is. And of course, there's really only one way to judge a person's true soul. You know her pretty well. Do you know what her inner murder weapon would be? Duh, of course you do. By which you mean it happened to me totally up on the spot. So now's the time to discuss Blair's fate. Fun, right? Don't be a dick unless you want to, in which case, totally go for it. Damn, I wouldn't have even thought of that. If major cardiovascular disease were a knife, they would be the sharpest and deadliest knife ever. I totally just dropped the fake accent I was doing, the fake bad accent. Darling, teapot. If they were a sword, they would be 2 katanas. They were gun, they would be an atomic bomb. Wow, cardiovascular disease was raging in blood this entire time, and I never even knew it. Well, that's confusingly worried, to say the least. But luckily, since you were the one who started this metaphor, you know that Blair isn't likely to die, unless she is dying to go to prom, in which case, BAM! You're welcome, Blair. And you gain plus 2 boldness for yourself. Okay. Blair chooses 2025, and Vicky chooses cardinal diseases. How would 2025 be part of the component of a supervillain's plan in a movie? So I guess it's deadly diseases, and it's not interesting. It's been done before, but I don't know how 2020. The year can't be. It's not. Okay. Well, who are you going for? Milo? What was the other one? Creativity? That's it. Well, we're rehearsing for. Why am I fake British again? That day, while rehearsing for the class play, you are struck by the lightning of an expression. You come up with the ultimate nickname for yourself. You tell everyone to call it by it. Also, known as one of the most douchebaggish things, but the nickname is so awesome and inventive and probably that people said go for it. Quite the thing you gain plus to creativity. We, the devs, dare you to actually come up with a nickname for yourself and ask the other players to call you by that name until the end of the game. Okay, I will call Vicky... my knight in shining armor. You see Liam staring at his cell phone, sighing deeply. Maybe one of his favorite bands signed to a mainstream record label, or the exact shirt he's wearing is featured on a magazine cover. You decide to check in. You know, start kicking that file website where people crowdfund projects not good enough to get real investors. Wow, thanks Liam. Do you not know why you exist? Wow, thanks Liam. Do you not know why you exist? Well, today I found out some interesting time machine. I mean, it's clearly another terrible overpromise that will be released at least a decade after the due date, and in the end it will be way shittier than promised, like a toaster attached to a clock. A toaster attached to a clock? Genius! You discreetly write down that idea in one of your $1,000,000 notebooks. Let's see if you can beat those guys to the market. But I was sighing deeply, and I couldn't help but think, supposing I were to acquire such a machine, I wondered, where in time would I go? Why July 26th? What is that? What is it? 626? No, July 7th. 726? Why 726? Why 726 in the year 25? Well, insisting before it was cool. Yes, of course! The ultimate in coolness. I would be ahead of the curve because there would be no curve yet. Wearing suspenders at a bow tie, no one's done that yet because no one else exists. Breathing here, so cliche. Breathing in 3.85 BC, revolutionary, never done before. Best of all, no one will criticize my vintage eyeglass collection because there won't be anyone. Ian immediately funnels all his money into the time machine project for the sake of your budding romance. You hope the creators never ship. In the meantime, you gain plus 2 smarts and plus 1 creativity. Oh no. Okay, what are my... Okay, this is bad idea, but we're going for charm because I can be more bold. I can, but I think we have some days left, so why not? Why not? That day, I thought the dodgeball match. At one point, you're about to be eliminated by a player from the other team, but suddenly you convince enough of Novation with a heartfelt speech about the importance of everyone's lives. The player bursts into tears, and you take advantage of that moment of weakest throwing a bot. You lose -5 mercy, so that might be useful in the sequel, but is it now? You gain plus 2 charm. I don't think that's one of the stats in any other sequels. After dodgeball comes the obstacle course. You stare across the gym at it, terrified as are most of the crowd. There, giant something venomous in her blood, there's the MKII circling, just an animal so bizarre one can barely find words to describe them. Alright, class, I've imported the special course from regular creatures high school in New South Wales as thoroughly. Don't be afraid. I believe each and every one of you, these terrifying creatures, will not break your spirit. Will not break your will. Will not let you down, coach. I will not let you down. Giant crocs don't scare me. This is not being on my pants. Darling, keep on. Finally, we're the adversaries. What's that abomination over there you call? That would be the platypus. I'm gonna drag it to hell. The underworld has never seen such horror. Well, don't just stand there. Show them what you got. Clear the course. That first one's like offensive, so I'm assuming it's probably charm. And I don't know who you are, but who cares? What? What was the other one then? Barley can achieve for cycle and killing or that happy things or events and they have friends. There are pedals to achieve what you want to die and how you make it. Dogs do something. Why are you supposed to swallow that big? This is an outrage. I'm supposed to be the craziest murderer at the school. Don't worry, you two. The power of these bullets spelled the course. And needless to say, it did Vicky is still number 1. Okay, Vicky's romancing my love. That table chooses quite privately and sits across from Miranda, who is flanked by 2 well-dressed servants. One of the servants sets a slice of Salisbury steak and feeds it to the other. Seriously, Miranda, you want servants to chew your food for you? What? Of course not. That would be barbaric. The servant happily swallows the Salisbury steak. I have servants to eat for me. They're called eating serfs. Don't you have any? First of all, no, I don't eat them. And second of all, that totally defeats the purpose of eating. Aren't you worried about starving? Why would I be? My serfs get all the calories they need to stay healthy and fit. Okay, no objective reason to care about this. The son is all I care about. Someone convince Miranda to stop this madness. You might have a point there. For too long, I needlessly ordered off the cafeteria man and leave my food untouched, even as I take the most artistic grants. I justified the wastefulness by the intense artistic merits of my photography, but I need compromise no longer. Finally, I can have my cake and pay someone else to eat it too. Still, Miranda, this makes less sense for someone who actually needs to eat to survive. Oh, you're just jealous how cute my shirt is. Eat up, little guys. I'm not full yet. Seriously, how does Miranda keep from starving to death? Do they put an IV in her when she sleeps? Whatever, she's happy. NPC. I'd like to enjoy your meal in peace, but I thought she'd have a different idea. What's this? Eating regular food? Again? Fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy, blood. These are all parts of complete lunch. Sure, but you're forgetting the most important food group of all, dietary supplements. Don't you worry now. Old clothes never gives anyone something. Here, take your pick. It'll be rude to turn down. You know, maybe you'll gain some benefits. Coach rolls out 2 vodka. Okay. Cool. This one is obviously boldness, and I hope this one's charm, because that would be cool. This could also be fun. Fun would also work, but I think this one has to be charm. You saw the entire bottle unfortunately, but it's no use committing to a bad decision halfway. Suddenly you feel your hair grow silkier, even though you're not quite sure you had hair to begin with. Something seems different about you. For some reason I want to stroke your mane and feed you sugar lumps. It's probably because of how healthy you are from all the vitamins. It's when life gives you vitamins, take them no matter what the label on the bottle says. You're inclined to agree, but also some sugar lumps do sound good. Your classmates all gather around to comment on what a pretty pony. Everybody loves a horse or a high school student slow turning into one. You gain plus 4 charm. Thank God. Okay. Blair chooses songwriter, and my knight in shining armor chooses, I don't know, being a knight. Mine is obviously weirder of a costume than seeing a knight. I would be a knight. I would dress up as a knight. I'd make a costume for a knight. That'd be cool. That'd be fun. I didn't do that the first time I ever go to a women's fair. Okay. Who am I? Okay. Who am I? I'm Blair. Okay. What was Blair do? Blair needs charm. Blair needs charm bad. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense, both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team. Your charm. The commitment amazes your whole team, and their spirit of feel like determination. Finally, you win and take plus 2 charm from the later. She is now a lift, and now a bit less fabulous. You see Damien beating the piss out of a goblin, like he always does when he's depressed. You go over and darling, Teapot, it's this whole the demon to the throne of hell thing. It's really bumming me out. I hate being a king of hell. I'm gonna hate being a king of hell even more. I mean, how am I supposed to rebel against authority when I am the authority? A herd continues until the goblins cheering me on. Damon continues to beat the piss out of the goblin, but his heart clearly isn't in it. Is there anything Braddock can do as king of hell? Literally anything. Oh yeah, war. I totally forgot about war. Probably because my dad's flame asses. They keep going on about what's the word? Diplomacy? Diplomonkey? Diplomacy. Am I saying that right? Diplomacy? Whatever. I'll have it taken out of the dictionary when I can. Suck on that, Webster. Damien's so excited he wouldn't stop strangling that goblin. It sends you massage coupon. You gain plus 2 smarts and plus 1 bonus. Okay. I don't need no authority. All in the bathroom, you tell yourself in the mirror that you're so cool, you will clear a big-eyed turtle with your bare hands, not monstrous with it give you plus 500 for. But come on, you're just talking to yourself in the mirror. What's the mirror than that? You know what? You can keep plus 2 bonus anyway for saying that to yourself out loud. Oh no, I'm the wrong character. Oh, fullness is fine. I probably shouldn't have done Prom, but I guess my other character did that. You hang out afterwards from with your sweet mommy's grandfathers. You really are making some magic. Never fear, Bortine. I'm here to rescue you from the drudgery of high school. Sigh, I suppose your heart's not afraid, but I'm afraid there's no experience now enough to conquer my limitless and not even marrying an interdimensional prince? Not even that. What about marrying an interdimensional prince? Ironically. My god, it's so disruptive. It may must be the most disruptive thing ever. No, it seems the prince is bewitched Liam with his idiotic form. All is awesomeness. You can think of something even more disruptive than there. But you can't marry marriage. Maybe you can, but that's only because you do not know. You do not possess the soul of a poet. Don't you see the balance on my skin? No. Marriage is monogamous. If I marry marriage, then no one else can marry. It's the most disruptive marriage of all. So long brothers are not to deliver the flower, precious social construct. This will surely put a stop to the prince's practices of causing marriage to run high schools as soon as they figure out how to actually marry and after all. Meanwhile, plus 2 creativity, plus 1 points. Okay, Liam. Hi, Liam. How we doing? No, give me some attention. I don't want your advice. I want to hear you express something just to see if you're capable of forming one. Specifically, I'd like to hear your opinion on Vicky's cultural literacy. Do you think they are cultured like an artisanal cheese or uncultured like milk? They can? I mean, so bad. I definitely heard the difference between the two of you just now. And you see, they had to define Vicky now. So we're going to reason and based on this. Why would you think that Liam Herzog on his artistic mission? So really the difference is that theater is done by actors, whereas theater is done by actors. You gain plus 2 creativity. I think the difference is actually one's the location and one's the act of the thing, but I don't remember which is which, or if that's even true. Everybody chooses to say your choice out loud for the rest of the players. Okay, clicking. Blair chooses Sabrina Carpenter and Vicky chooses Zendaya. Remember the guy who plays that insane. I think I win. Wait, no. I think Vicky wins. They're both equally superheroes. There won't be an illustration, that's the fifth one. The thing is, you make one above, you don't look at you, create like you gain plus 2 boldness and plus 1 stuff for walk with this with a slight chance of plus 1 SCD. Later you see Liam's bonuses from listening to the embodiment. Vicky, what are you doing? Is that because thanks for romantic purposes or and offering rather to advice? Magnificent, I can use some rather absurd advice. I was exchanging messages with the work all on the stage, sat down with one well for a time, and I grew tired of our team. He ended up cleaning and the roofing dust and talk about and actually any type of the plus one is promo, they say that for me to just go through that parking lot is horrible and I would never do that to someone. You see, I'm Liam. And I'm mysterious and yet a true gentleman. But neither do I want to deal with ugly emotional. No, I really feel that we're having an actual conversation about what an ordeal. So I settled on just sending him a bunch of emojis and then never texting him again. I should do it, right? Thing is, how can I convey this complexity? Okay. Okay, let's do this one because I did this one last time. What? Oh, that's so nuanced. Let's send it right now. Check me back, let's see. Liam, you need to look around. I understand how you feel. Maybe you're right. Maybe we used to be like fun, now we're just school. Maybe we should now do what the June staff do and look for the trumpet to work on. Come on, my purple shooting star. Perfect. No more overly attached word cola. and I can still have a quick options. I must admit, your emoji poetry has touched my soul, and you're an artist, and the smartphone is your gentle heart. Maybe one day you could show me your feelings through the delicate emojis too. You're basically so nervous that you stuck a bunch of emojis around them. But it works, sweet, and who knows, maybe we'll even use the trumpet to your crocodile. You can plus 2 charms from us and creativity. Okay. I'm tight. I'm good. I'm awesome. I should probably be fun. Yeah, that's a difference. We got a half hour right back. That's a little crazy. I have no idea how it accelerates so much, but at one point there were like 300 people. Someone's name is from Nightmare Dimension, the consequences in mind to sort the fabric around, but who cares? It's our party game plus 2 fun. Look around, you see Damien and Liam arguing about whether black metal is better than death metal. Suddenly Damien stops arguing and says, "Shut up, do you smell that?" "Yeah, it smells like Christian Dior and plot armor." "Oh, darling, teapot, darling, teapot. Oh, fuck. It's me, dickheads. It's me. Oh, that, comma. It's me, dickheads, and I brought enough crucifixes and holy water for the whole class. Oh, lucky. Teapot. Darling, teapot. Oh, lucky me, I've been meaning to finish my take-home final for AP murder. Go ahead, just try to kill me. I'm the protagonist, bitch." She's right, unfortunately, this is the world's not paradise. We are, as they say, pretty fucked. Screw that! You've got a way to say Damien and without killing anybody. All you have to do is... You pull your emergency brake out of your back pocket and shock it at the Slayer's head. Ow, my consciousness! Of course, Paul Arnold turns to say from being killed, but allows her to be knocked out when she's being an asshole. I just like the part where... Darling. I just like the part where the brick hit her head. The 3 of you work together to drive her to the bathroom and put her head in the toilet. It's a bonding experience. You gain plus 2 from control. Everybody choose a name. Say your choice. I like it. Michaela chooses dog and Vicky chooses cat. My next general chooses cat. It's funnier if it's dogs. It's not. It's equally mortifying either way, but I think dogs is slightly funnier. Okay. Blair. Eating lunch, running your room. Hey, how would you like to try to get to your friends in exchange for forbidden knowledge? Betraying friends sounds bad, but forbidden knowledge doesn't do this nervous. Basically, just need to tell Damien and incident with like totally innocent reasons. In exchange, I'll teach you one of my most secret Slayer techniques. What's that? You said you totally do it, and I can trust you 100%. Great. Which technique do you want to learn? This one's charm. This one's boldness. I'll do charm. You tell Slayer that Liam's weakness is being ignored and Damien's weakness is acting. Like, really? Yeah, you always chose the cafeteria table with the minor characters. Really? But that's so simple. I'll bury them in the difference and present respectfully. Oh, you want to know what's it's simple. Just act like you're entitled to everyone's love and affection, constantly make decisions that endanger you and your friends. Whoa, that's it. But you've already done do those things like all the time. Is it possible that you've been the protagonist all along? This discover gives you newfound confidence, which you use to punch Slayer and then see illustrations as a very protagonist of your whole life. You gain plus for a charm. Okay. Liam, Milo's the Reaper. You notice Liam is looking responsible, which is his default, so whatever. But it seems like Marina's pretty upset. You better check it out. Liam, why are you typing on your phone so angrily? Did your phone offend you on some level? Why are you mad at it? You seem to be an 85 on the Brownie Liam scale. The what? Brownie Liam scale. Normally I can tell people are feeling from a fixed scale. You seem to be frowning most of the time, so I created a chart to measure your frowniness. Miranda pulls out a notepad and places a series of doodles of Liam's frowniness. They're not super accurate, but they are super adorable. I'm not angry at my phone. My so-called frowniness is caused by a heinous error. I specifically asked that my creature, primitive relay, the actor produced so that it truly pops with my hashtag massacre on the screen paper. Instead, they burned it to a crisp, rendering unphotographed. Monsters deserve to know that what they're getting into if they choose to eat at the clock here, so they can choose to take their business to a different storm ready, escaping well for you. Liam, you can't do that if they shut down the cafeteria. School kitchen staff will lose their jobs. Did you know that peasants have to do labor to make living wages? They don't simply have an unlimited store of gold. I was shocked when I first found that out. Of course you were. If the kitchen staff wanted to earn their wages, they should have been better at their jobs. I am simply the merchant of truth. No, you're the merchant of poop. Your royal sophisticatedness. Look, as fitting their taste may tend towards anything, but surely they can see the stuff far cafeteria must be exposed. Don't be ridiculous. but Vicky's surely more compassionate than that, and I'm glad I helped you save the cafeteria. Again, Josh is trying to keep track of you missing at this shithole as well. Still, you help if you can. Excellent idea. I am an incredible, intelligent, compassionate person with tons of humility, more than enough to admit when a professional's help may be of use to me. You think you have the most humility? You will never be as humble as I am. Every day my servants tell me I am the humblest person ever to live. Ernest Storm's often a help, leaving you and Liam to proceed with your amazing, incredible genius plan. You're super humble, so you use your magnificent calligraphy skills picked up in your calligraphy and murder to write 5 letters chock full of hashtag aesthetic. He produces a delicate white dough from his backpack. How was it beautifully in there and gives it the newly addressed letters. You're not sure was more intriguing the fact that Liam tracks that the dog will be able to read the address delivered letters, or the fact that the address he wrote down will use their emails. Regardless, it seems that'll work because within a minute of the dose releases, you receive your first binder phone. Here's the thing, I've not completed a single plot thing, which means I feel like I'm still gonna fail, but so multiplayer didn't work out. But I still got my award, so I'm okay. Critics with a check plus on Novation. Asenwaba would have enthusiasm for light, thus his immediate response. Dearly, I was thinking, though the choreography is quite a bit, I'm afraid I must give you some answer I gave when you asked me to write a review on pursuing Focusrite French grandmother last Thanksgiving. I don't know how you got a dub to find out where I live based on my email address, but stop contacting me. Most loving, most great, and humblest for grammar. Shop. Asenwaba. French is hard. Oh, Vicky, nobody understands the severity of the criminal transgression. Thank goodness we have each other. Heck yeah, you have shown from home. Hopefully, at the very least, maybe we'll let you borrow that dove sometime to send and thoughts to your enemies. Dark game. Dark. Okay, MKIII chooses chicken Alfredo, and Vicky chooses chicken quesadillas. Chicken bacon ranch quesadillas from Chili specifically. Chicken Alfredo's is wet when it's sometimes. Okay. That thing is you need to get swallowed in the match. You can't take any more, so you go straight for the other teams later. Instruction. Negotiating proceed. After hours of intense moves, you commit to an agreement with the more persistence. You gain plus 10 righteousness, but the game is so wrong and so many that you would be lucky if you could do anything with it. That's a plus 2 charm. Afterwards, Lane walks up to you extremely nonchalantly, swears like a little kid. After considerable thought, I've come to the conclusion that you're not a complete poser, and seeing as I can use a partner for my tragically hit late night night game, I'm sure you're hungry. I mean, it's not like I don't know any cool place to do it or anything, but I just want to give it a shot. You meet Liam in front of Asterix at the start of you've been true to yourself and always chose the right option. Okay, that doesn't seem right. At precisely 3:18 a.m. being on time for his proposal. It's a club so exclusive even you haven't heard of it before. You had to snag an invite from a time-traveling version of yourself from the future. Monstrobulous Hidden Club is the satanic dagger orgy inside of a decommissioned ravioli factory run by mice who love this stuff. Dan takes one look at a magnificent entryway made of a stolen well carved in the concept of entropy and godlike. I thought it was nice, but I've heard rumors that they've got everything here. Used cribs, release propelling the entire frozen food aisle from the discount supermarket. My god, they've even got a downstairs sub-dungeon where you can relax in a human jacuzzi. I mean, this is pretty cool, I guess. In case you're running, I feel in jacuzzis when you sit in a circle while a bunch of naked people spit hot water and you get plus 2 crib and push on. Okay. Fun. I can do creativity, but fun sounds better. The day during recency star however is that multiple because you're talking to one small magical intriguing that when he tells you that he won't ever be as fun as Bob the scary clown. You accept the challenge, you go straight to Rod 7 times, open his bleeding chest, and eat some of his guts in order to consume his fun. Really? Do you think that's how this works? Well, if it is, you can plus 2 for fun from poor Bob. would see me, comes up and punches you affectionately on the shoulder. Hey, actually, go to hell. Like, literally. My house is in hell, and I'm inviting you. Don't read too much into it. Sorry. Darling, love. Like, literally, my house is in hell. I'm inviting you. But don't read too much into it. That accent's all over the place, but yes. Only one problem. In order to get that, you kind of gotta stand your mother soul. So how about it? What crimes against God, man? So we can hang out. Oh, these sound tight. This one's clearly charm, and I think I'm there. Cool. Darling, that's not kind of hardcore. It's not even technically a sin. We'd have to at least make out, maybe do some butt stuff. God seems to hate butt stuff for some reason. Don't look so fucking offended. This is just so we can hang out. Now, I take no pleasure in this. You're pretty sure he takes some pleasure in this, and you definitely gain +2 fun and +1 bonus. Tight. Okay, now I feel like I deserve my credits. You finally put up the courage to ask your brother to go to launch prom. Prom with you? What a noob. I'd have more fun setting ants on fire, which is what I'll actually be doing on prom night. Setting ants on fire is rad. Now, get out of my sight. You prom, you stay focused on I'll be coming around, so you study hard and hustle all the time. Unfortunately, no hostile one party because it turns out going to prom was fully intention. So, you never got a job in the meeting. Don't even dare to think that much prom is so important. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I see you like going around and current. How smart of you. Yeah, I can totally see it. Let's be fine again, but as a way of internal marketing all these telephones, even if we're doing literally the same thing they're doing. Genius. Prom night was genius. You only criticize the vulgar. Okay. Apparently it canceled the first time I romanced them, which I think is really good. You only criticize the vulgar music, which was such a band in the entire night. At one point, you crashed the gig by joining them with a xylophone and sermon. A renowned music blogger happened to be there because for some reason she thinks the next big thing will be found at high school prom or whatever. She said, I understood virtually nothing, which probably meant it was avant-garde and too much of an intellectual dell still even for me. I give it 0 thumbs up, but only because ranking odd magically is a travesty. Keep an eye on Bima and Picky. Crashing future comments. They will wow you. You both kept a copy of your resume and reflecting on the night together. Those 3 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the month prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we are and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always says, life happens, and it was wonderful. Coach saw his bright students grow and become successful and marvelous people. Someone spotted him recently. Me watching the sunset with a man in cheer, and says, probably reflecting on the miracle of youth. Damien left fire to the very end. Unfortunately, that wasn't a super legal affair, and he ended up in prison for action. Fortunately, prison was flammable. Liam honed his most admirable skill and got a job with it. He now designs homes for cancers. For those who once crossed the night of the night, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Montreal might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in the war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I like that canonically, Blair and Damien made out, and which is like, not going to prom. Cool. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, if you did. This was cool. Anyways, I guess that'll be all for today, if I can. Apparently I didn't stream, and that is interesting. Oh, I did stream.